Lopez-Marin. Thank you for joining us. A Jasper woman remains hospitalized in an Evansville facility after she received serious injuries when she was struck by a car early Saturday morning on Jasper's near north side. Jasper police are continuing their investigation into the car versus pedestrian accident that seriously injured 60-year-old Nancy Bear of Jasper, who was airlifted to St. Mary's Medical Center in Evansville. Police say at 3:30 a.m. Saturday, 22-year-old Darren Dubond of Huntingburg was northbound on Newton Street near 32nd Street when police say he struck Bear, who was crossing Newton westbound at the same time. Dubond told authorities that he saw Bear in his path but did not have the time to react. Police say his passenger car struck Bear before coming to a stop on Newton Street. Police also say that Bear was seriously injured. She was taken by ambulance to Jasper's Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center before she was flown to St. Mary's in Evansville. Police say Dubond is not being charged at this time, but they do say that investigation is being continued and charges are pending. A pursuit by police early Sunday morning led to the arrest of a Huntingburg man on a pair of charges including OWI and a felony count of resisting law enforcement. Shortly before 4 a.m. Sunday, an officer with the Huntingburg Police Department was patrolling Highway 231 north of Phoenix Drive on the city's north side when he saw an SUV making an illegal U-pass and traveling at a speed of 73 miles per hour in a 55 zone. The officer was driving south along 231 when the SUV passed another vehicle in the northbound lane, going up a hill and causing the officer to apply his brake to avoid a head-on collision. After turning around and attempting a traffic stop, the driver of the SUV, 21-year-old Daniel Lopez of Huntingburg, refused to stop and continued north on 231. The pursuit continued into the parking lot of LeClaire Lumber, where police say Lopez turned his headlights off and continued to flee from police on a gravel road behind the business. Once Lopez reached a dead end, he stopped and walked away from the vehicle. The officer gave multiple commands for Lopez to stop before finally doing so. Lopez was taken into custody without further incident. He was taken to and booked into the Dubois County Security Center on a felony count of resisting law enforcement and a misdemeanor count of operating while intoxicated. This is a reminder officials with the Jasper Street Department says beginning today the department has been working on placing asphalt emulsion liquid road coating to Justin Street from Brandon Street till Justin comes to a dead end. Roads also set for treatment include Marie Street, Highland Street, Hill Road from Highland Street to East Street, and Herbig Lane off of 3rd Avenue North and Southeast and West. All three projects are taking place in Jasper's southeast side. The Jasper Street Department says each street will be closed for approximately 2 days, weather permitting. They also say that vehicles will not be allowed on these respective streets during the improvements projects and that vehicles must be removed from garages as well as driveways before 7 a.m. start time each day. They also say that vehicles must remain out of the street until it is reopened. If you have any questions, you can contact the Jasper Street Department at 812-482-1130. The 2016 Dubois County 4-H Queen and Teen Miss were crowned in a ceremony that took place at the Jasper High School gym on Sunday afternoon. The pageant was sponsored by the Dubois County 4-H Council. This year's queen is Jessica Hilsmeyer. She is the daughter of Karen and Terry Hilsmeyer. First runner-up was Kaylee Vonderheide, the daughter of Gerald and Glenda Vonderheide of Jasper. Second runner-up was Brianna Lamers, the daughter of Brian and Ann Lamers of Huntingburg. And third runner-up was Nicole Ample, and the daughter of John Ample and Sharon Ample of St. Anthony. Miss Congeniality was awarded to Melanie Robert, the daughter of Lisa Shipman and Chad Robert of French Lick. And finally, Elizabeth Hebner, the daughter of Linda and Alan Hebner, was named Miss Photogenic. In the Teen Miss contest, Jaylene Geisler, the daughter of Jay and Don Geisler of Huntingburg, was named the 2016 Teen Miss, while Caitlin Treader, The daughter of Scott and Teresa Treader of Fernan was first runner-up. The 2016 DuBois County 4-H Fair kicks off on Friday. Over the past few days, you may have noticed a sizable increase of people excessively invested in their phones. For Jasper, this has been shown an increase to footwork around the square and the city in general. Well, you can blame the majority on the latest trendy craze, Pokemon Go. Pokemon was created in 1995 as a pair of video games for the Nintendo Game Boy, in which the player catches, trains, and battles creatures called Pokemon. Since its highly successful release, the Pokemon franchise has spawned numerous video games, card games, cartoons, movies, and toys. The latest interaction might even prove to be its most successful. Pokemon Go is an augmented reality game played through a phone app and using your phone's GPS. The individual playing can search the physical area around them and for any Pokemon that may appear, and by simply swiping with your finger, you throw a Pokeball and you eventually catch a virtual creature. Random Pokestops are scattered throughout the area as well, where players can stock up on free items. Anyone who's seen the crowds in the evening by the DuBois County Courthouse Square this past week can attest that the number of local players is very large indeed and continues to grow. WBDC on-air personality Ty Hunter from our partner radio station elaborates on the inclusiveness of this new trendy game and having no age barrier.
It's a lot of fun, and it's something really the whole family can enjoy. And for me personally, who grew up with Pokemon, it's a pretty cool thing, and it's pretty addicting, and it's very simple. I think that might be another reason it's so simple to do. You basically are walking around, you can see that's Jasper, and you walk around, and sometimes a Pokemon pokes up, sometimes it doesn't, and if it does, you launch a Pokeball, and next thing you know, you've caught one. It's obviously been an insane. Lately, it's been insane to see how many people are playing it, young and old, but it's obviously done well for Nintendo.
Hunter continues by saying that at the age of 12, he was involved in the original concept of Pokemon when it came out. He states that even back then, the curiosity of wanting to actually having to catch a Pokemon creature, yet the technology was not in place during that time. However, now it's not only possible to do so, but it has gotten people to be more out and creating footwork throughout communities such as Jasper's Courthouse Square. Hunter notes that the popularity reception of this has been impressive, as the augmented reality game was introduced last week, adding $7.5 million to Nintendo's market value, and that he doesn't see this trendy game going away anytime soon, since apparently just about everyone is out there trying to catch them all. Stay tuned, weather and sports still to come on 18 WJTS.